Hello. So, I have a little bit of an announcement. This is Dustin DaHusky, and I'd like to talk about one of my hobbies for, a short bit. So, I think in my hobbies video, I talked about film photography. It's one of my favorite hobbies, and it's always been something I've enjoyed a lot. For as long as I've remembered, my very first camera I have ever owned was my uncle's Nikon point and shoot. My French uncle, so it's actually a European camera in America. So I don't know if it's a model you could have gotten in the States like you could in Europe. I know in certain markets, certain camera models are only available in certain markets. This could have been an international model, or it could have been a European specific model, but really mileage may vary with certain film cameras. But I enjoy film photography, always have. It's always been something I've been doing since the late 90s. Actually, which was my first camera? Was it the Polaroid or that Nikon? I can't remember. Hey, something to talk about in time. So, it's the fall. This is October 4th. This video might not probably get out for a few days, maybe a few weeks. But what I would actually like to plan on doing is make a mini-series about film photography. And when I mean mini-series, I'm actually going to be talking about different aspects about film photography. Specifics I'd like to talk about in different episodes would be the history of film photography. How does film capture on, or how, no, damn it, I ruined that. Pretty much, how does an image imprint onto film? How does it work? Different aspects of that. Whether if it's sheet film, cellulose film, or even Polaroid film. So different kinds of film that I can probably talk about. So pretty much the developing of film, then I would say the different film cameras on how they operate. Because there's viewfinder, there's rangefinder, there's SLR or single lens reflex. Then there's TLR, or there's twin lens reflex, which I probably wouldn't be able to do a video of because I actually don't own a TLR camera, which is my final frontier. I would certainly love to get one day, but they're expensive. I like to buy my film cameras cheap, and I mean like less than $50. Most cases, it's about $10 that I spend on per camera. So really, to me, it's a cheap hobby. The lenses are a bit more expensive, unless they're permanent lens or permanent lens camera types where you really can't change the lens on your camera. That's something else. But would certainly love to talk about film photography with you guys. Maybe try to get it within like 30-minute episodes. More informational. I do have an hour-long video from Silver Gataman. I think he's up in Sturgeon Bay in Wisconsin. Really, really fantastic guy. He makes a lot of videos and panels at conventions. He's pretty much the main guy when it comes to convention paneling online. If it's recorded, he probably recorded it at most local Midwest conventions. I could ask him politely if I can maybe use that, use his footage of my panel on this channel. But I'm going to actually give him the benefit to post that panel on his own channel because he's the one that recorded it. It's my panel, but I feel like it'd be fair for him to take advantage of that video. But I would like to actually create something unique to my own channel and a bit more broad. Something that would, again, with multi-series episodes about film photography, something that I can maybe teach you guys, because I do enjoy teaching people. I am history nerd and all other sorts of nerd-like things, so teaching people is more natural to me. And I figure this would be a good first step in that direction to do something for you guys to teach you about film photography. That's film photography. It's bad. So it's just an idea for this fall. Once the weather in Wisconsin gets as it always is around this time of year. Things get colder, it gets windier, you don't want to do stuff outside. So that'll give me more time indoors to figure out some kind of script. I do have a lot of film cameras that I can use as examples, so cool. I have a lot of scrap paper that I can talk about certain aspects about certain cameras and the basics. And certain examples. I kind of want to do it real time. Maybe have still images for examples to plug in. So, I don't know. I'll actually look more into what I can do, because editing is not my big forte as far as videos are concerned. As you can tell, the least amount of editing I like, because that's, frankly, it's just quicker for me. So something maybe at the end of October, maybe the beginning of November is when I'll maybe start making some of these videos. So you're looking at maybe 30-minute long videos, different kinds of film. Just something fun, just something, a mini project that I can at least share with you guys. So I think it'd be pretty enlightening, pretty cool. And try to make it as cool as I can possibly can without making it too boring, but I am a hoosk, so that's going to be very, very hard to do, because very knowledgeable hoosk. He just likes to talk like many hoosks, because we're very vocal talkos. So something for you all to look forward to if you're interested. You learn a bit of something. I mean, it's not to say I'm not into digital photography. I do like digital photography for its many advantages. Namely, you get to see what you take, and you can use immediately what you took. So, whereas film, unless you have your own darkroom, which I have done before, I don't have one personally, but I have gone with Briggs Buckingham to UW Milwaukee. They had their own darkroom, which I think they've re-established again after a small fire. They've had to decommission it for a while. Some of their equipment got damaged, so I think they were able to obtain new equipment from other, I would say, CVS or Walgreens that had their own darkroom equipment that they were able to get donated. So I think they're operational now, but of course with COVID, that's kind of hard to do. And I'm sure there's other videos out there that will show you the darkroom process. Well, that's kind of hard to do with video, because you got to know what you're looking at, and it's a darkroom for a reason, because you will destroy your film that way. Or at least your prints. It's pretty much on prints. So, yeah. I figure tell you about a little bit of project that I'd like to work on, at least for the end of this year, just to do something different. Use my channel, because as you can tell, only in the last year have I started using this channel. And I kind of want to use it more for other reasons. Would like to dive into other topics as well. Certainly I have my In Uniform Uniformology series that I'd like to get into at some point. I am slowly building up more information for that, and that might take a little longer. Realize it's a bigger project than I anticipated it, and holy moly, at this point I'm even considering making it in book form. May as well make a reference manual of all the stuff that I figure out, discover, which might maybe take advantage of that. I'm sure someone else is going to do it too at the same time, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do it as well. Really, no idea is kind of unique in the world because at least someone's thought of it or someone's done it. But if you've not done it and you want to do it, hey, why not? So just thought I would let you know on a little project of mine. I think it'd be really fun. And learn about film photography, and I think that'd be a really, really swell project. And become teacher hoosk. So, we'll see you guys later.